Also trending today, the RCMP says it has started to look into a potential investigation related to the Ontario government's removal of some areas from the protected Greenbelt lands for housing development. News of the potential police probe comes a day after the resignation of the Housing Minister's Chief of Staff, who was at the center of a damning Ontario Auditor General's report into the government's decision to open up parts of the protected area. Manisa Danabalan joins us live with the latest. Hey, Manisa.
Hey, Kelly. Provincial and federal political leaders were all talking about housing today, but what stands out in particular is the RCMP potentially launching a probe after receiving a referral from the OPP.
Greenbelt and protected lands.
It's what many were talking about today, the Greenbelt. It started after the Ontario Provincial Police said they received a number of inquiries regarding an investigation into the Greenbelt and that it was passed on to the RCMP. In an initial statement, the RCMP confirmed that they received a referral from the OPP to investigate irregularities in the disposition of the Greenbelt surrounding Toronto. Then a second statement from the Mounties later on said, the RCMP O Division is beginning our evaluation of the available information as referred by the Ontario Provincial Police. After we have conducted a full assessment, we will determine whether to launch an investigation.
And it's good to hear that the RCMP is going to be looking into this. I mean, we know that a major electoral constituency of the Ford government is both municipal and the provincial police forces in Ontario. So I think that the idea that there could be a conflict of interest is accurate.
During his cabinet retreat today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau declined to comment on the possibility of an RCMP investigation.
Yes, we need to ensure more housing is built across this country, more affordable housing is built across this country, more purpose-built rental stock is built across this country. These are things that we are focused on resolving. But we see densification, we see proper partnerships with municipalities across provinces as being essential to do that. And we don't think that the only solution is to build on protected lands.
This comes after the Housing Minister's Chief of Staff resigned yesterday. The Auditor General's report into the government's decision found that Ryan Amato suggested all but one of the 15 sites that were ultimately removed from the Greenbelt last year, after being given packages at an industry event by two key developers.
It's a little bit surprising that he's become the center of attention. You know, these things don't happen without direction from the person in charge.
Mr. Clark's assertions that this single staff member acted alone to rig the system is completely and utterly implausible. There's just no way. Do they really want us to believe the housing minister and the premier knew nothing? Doug Ford needs to demand the immediate resignation of his minister.
For now, we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for the government's plans with the Greenbelt.
You know, there's a lot of resistance from the Ford government, so unless they're forced to do so from a body like the RCMP, I can't imagine that what's already happened will be overturned.
In a statement from the Premier's office, a spokesperson said that the decision to review the matter was made independent from government, and they also said that the Premier will not ask Minister Clark to resign.